Right now, temperatures climbing back into dangerously high levels today. When can we expect things to cool down? Also, former President Trump expected to turn himself into Georgia's Fulton County Jail to face charges of conspiring to undermine the last election. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. Get ready for another alert day in the forecast as conditions reach dangerously high levels of heat and humidity. But there is good news. A cool down is on the horizon. Let's head out to the weather patio. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. How hot is it out there, Jacob?
Yeah, it definitely feels pretty hot, although I have to say it feels a little bit better than yesterday. And like you mentioned, today is the last alert day. But take a look at these temperatures. Lower 90s, some places in the mid 90s, some actually in the upper 80s. But the reason it feels so hot are these dew points, well into the 70s, and some areas are seeing dew points in the lower 80s. And because of that, heat index values, once again, well over 100. 107 is the heat index right now in Madison, 110 out in Boscobel. That's the hot spot. But how about over in Kenosha, 115 right now. So it is another very hot day across our area. And we have a excessive heat warning in effect for most of our area. And then there's a heat advisory in effect for areas north of the Dells. Both of these will expire at 7 p.m. today. Down south in northern Illinois, the heat warning will expire at 8 p.m. Now take a look at some of these heat index values from yesterday. These are some of the peak values. 123 was the heat index at one point in Janesville. We're likely not going to get to that level today, but we definitely could break the 1-teens once again for some locations. The actual temperatures will rise into the upper 90s. It's going to be hot and humid and very sunny, but this is the last day. Trust me, folks, it will get better. I'll have more details on just how cool it will get and how fast it will cool down coming up a little bit later in the show.
Looking forward to that. Thanks, Jacob. Well, traffic on the westbound Beltline saw some minor delays after a crash near the Todd Drive exit this morning. Wisconsin Department of Transportation traffic cameras showed at least one vehicle crashed along the right shoulder guardrail. Delays stretched back to between Park Street and Fish Hatchery Road exits. The scene has been cleared now, and traffic flow is back to normal. Republican presidential candidates squared off in the first debate of campaign 2024 in Milwaukee last night. Candidates didn't hold back as they tried to stand out among a crowded field of GOP presidential hopefuls in a debate on Fox News Channel. 38-year-old entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy drew the most attacks as he staked out views which highlighted divisions within the Republican Party.
I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax. The climate change agenda is a hoax.
The next GOP primary debate is scheduled for a month from now, September 27th, at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California. Madison Mayor Sacha Rose Conway was at the debate last night. She's on President Joe Biden's re-election advisory board.
This group supports ending Social Security and Medicare as we know it, cutting taxes for their rich friends, undermining our election, something that we know a little bit about in Wisconsin, and taking our freedoms.
In a press conference ahead of the debate, Biden supporters repeatedly brought up the anti-abortion rights stance of each GOP candidate. The issue remains a controversial topic among voters, especially women. Meanwhile, Trump countered the debate with his own programming in an interview with former Fox host Tucker Carlson. His campaign released a statement saying that he was the winner at last night's debate, despite his absence. The pre-taped interview was available to watch on X, formerly known as Twitter. During that interview, Trump criticized his challengers when Carlson asked why he wasn't at the Milwaukee debate. Here's what Trump had to say.
You see the polls have come out, and I'm leading by 50 and 60 points. And, you know, some of them are at 1 and 0 and 2. And I'm saying, do I sit there for an hour or 2 hours, whatever it's going to be, and get harassed by people that shouldn't even be running for president?
The most recent CBS poll shows Trump leading Ron DeSantis by 46 points. Meanwhile, the former president expected to surrender to Georgia authorities later today to face charges of conspiring to undermine the last election. It'll be the fourth time since April that the 2024 presidential candidate has been arrested. Christian Benavides has the latest from Atlanta.
Supporters of Donald Trump gathered near the Fulton County Jail just hours before the former president surrenders to face charges over alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. He is expected to be treated like any other defendant during the booking process, which could include the first ever mugshot of a former U.S. president.
I got indicted 4 times. All trivia, nonsense.
Trump once again denied any wrongdoing during an online interview with Tucker Carlson last night.
Saying you don't have any right to challenge it. If you challenge an election, we're going to indict you and put you in jail.
With security tight, Trump is expected to make a very brief appearance. His bond has already been set at $200,000. Trump was indicted with 18 co-defendants. Some of them have already surrendered, including his former personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who was charged with 13 counts for pushing false election claims in Georgia.
This indictment is a travesty. I'm being prosecuted for defending an American citizen.
Late Wednesday, a federal judge denied requests from 2 co-defendants, former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and ex-Justice Department official Jeffrey Clark. Both wanted to delay their surrender, but will now have to turn themselves in by Friday or face a warrant for their arrest. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Atlanta.
Also today, a House committee is expected to launch an inquiry into Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. Willis has led the years-long investigation into election subversion that resulted in charges against Trump and the 18 others. A source says the Judiciary Committee is expected to ask her whether she was coordinating her investigation with the Justice Department. Lawmakers also want to know if she used federal dollars to complete her investigation. These questions mirror ones asked to Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. He indicted Trump in New York for falsifying business records to cover up an alleged hush money scheme. Wisconsin's Ada Deer will be laid to rest in Madison today. The service will take place at Grace Episcopal Church downtown. Deer was the first member of the Menominee tribe in Kashina to graduate from UW-Madison. She studied social work, and she also helped establish the school's American Indian and Indigenous Studies programs. Deer entered politics in the 90s, running for Congress and joining Bill Clinton's administration as an Assistant Secretary of the Interior. Deer died earlier this month at the age of 88. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. A warning by the FDA about eye drop contamination. Plus, fall drinks have returned at your favorite coffee chains. Details coming up in the Money Watch Report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Get the absolute lowest prices now during Ashley's Labor Day event. Save even more on doorbusters at discounts up to 83% off. Like this sofa and love seat set, now $598. Plus 6-year special financing with no money down. Only at Ashley.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
In 2023, iCare Medicare plan members receive $150 a month total for food, OTC products, and more when using the spending account card, plus dental and vision coverage. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
This is it. Our biggest mattress sale of the year is on now at Ashley. Save up to $900 on Purple mattresses and up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. All with 72-month special financing. Only at Ashley.
The FDA is warning people to stop using 2 more eye drop products because of potential bacterial or fungal contamination. Regulators say Dr. Burns MSM Drops 5% solution and Light Eyes MSM Eye Drops Eye Repair could cause vision and life-threatening infections, though no one is believed to have reported a problem. The Labor Department has announced a settlement with the company that runs Dollar Tree and Family Dollar to improve worker safety. Under the agreement, the company will find the root causes of OSHA violations cited at multiple stores, including blocked exits, unsafe storage of materials, and improper access to fire extinguishers. Federal regulators say the company is paying $1.4 million in penalties and could face future fines if hazards are not fixed. And the pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks for its 20th year. The coffee chain has also unveiled 2 new fall drink flavors, the iced apple crisp oat milk shaken espresso and the iced pumpkin cream chai tea latte, as well as a new baked apple croissant. Coffee lovers can also get their pumpkin spice fix at Dunkin' Donuts, which released their fall flavored drinks last week. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 167 points. The NASDAQ off 114. The S&P 500 down 25. This weekend, your kids have a chance to get a free back-to-school haircut. It's the 15th annual event hosted by JP Hair Design. It'll take place at the Alliant Energy Center from 10 to 5 on Sunday. Kids in grades K through 12 are welcome to attend. An appointment ticket is needed. You call the number on your screen to set up an appointment. Back-to-school vaccines are also being offered at the event. Today's egg prices are next, along with a cooling forecast. And then today on Live at 4, we head to Belleville, circa 1992, where a whistle highlights our Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
You got me.
Tag, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. And right now, save up to $700 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Tempur-Pedic queen mattresses start at just $42 per month when you use Steinhafels 72-month financing. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
This is a star. Chrissy Metz has a hidden talent.
I did learn how to do a dolphin noise. Are you ready?
You think you could call dolphin?
They'd be like, who is that?
Then Euphoria's Mika King.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Middleton's rolling out the welcome mat for a jam-packed weekend of fun.
Tomorrow, Josh has a live preview of the 60th annual Good Neighbor Festival.
And it looks like we will finally get a break from the high heat and the humidity going into the upcoming weekend. Join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report will be back with us tomorrow. So here are your farm numbers. Well, traditional glass bottles are thought to make up more than half of the carbon footprint for the wine industry. Ian Lee shows us how a company in the UK is looking to cut glass out while helping wineries here in the U.S. create more jobs.
Uncorking the future of greener wine starts in this English factory.
We've got more than 5,000 bottles to stack.
This is 5,000 bottles right here.
5,000 bottles sat right here.
Call it Card Bordeaux. After all, these are wine bottles made from paper.
The overall carbon footprint is much, much, much lower on a paper bottle than it is the equivalent glass bottle. We believe it's up to 6 times lower. The first few hundred...
Frugal Pack product director J.P. Grogan designed the bottles and the machine that makes them. How long do one of these bottles hold up for?
For a red wine, we're seeing sort of in excess of a year and a half. For white wine, it's sort of in excess of 12 months.
The contraption pinches, folds, and molds more than 2.5 million bottles every year. A plastic insert holds the liquid, and all materials are 100% recyclable.
The whole idea is that we locate the machine close to the producers of the beverages to just limit the amount of movements.
Allowing bottles to be made locally saves on hauling heavy glass.
My first thought was this could be very successful.
California-based Monterey Wine Company bought a machine to cut their carbon footprint.
We've dedicated ourselves to sustainability.
And making bottles locally had another appeal.
So you are kind of like bringing jobs back to the United States.
Our partnership with Frugal Pack has allowed us to get behind the scenes in how this bottle is made and find U.S. producers.
Creators say the cost for a paper wine bottle is about the same as glass, but hope as more companies switch to paper, they'll pour the savings onto customers. Ian Lee, CBS News, Ipswich, England.
And Frugal Pack also makes paper bottles for spirits and olive oil and says their product does not affect the taste of the liquid inside. Well, we're almost through the extreme heat wave. Jacob has the complete forecast and some relief.
Yeah, the good news is that today is the last day, but it's still going to be very, very hot this afternoon. We actually have an alert day this afternoon with high temperatures between 95 and 100 and heat index values between 105 and 110, possibly even exceeding 110 at times. We still have that excessive heat warning in effect for much of our area, but a heat advisory for places north of Wisconsin Dells. Both of these will expire at 7 p.m. today, and to the south of us, the warning will expire at 8 p.m. Now, looking at the three things you need to know, we are obviously going to see the hot temperatures today, also high humidity, which will create heat index values possibly up to 110, maybe even above that. But we are going to see much nicer conditions over the weekend. So here's a look at the future track heat index forecast. We're still going to see those very high heat index values as late as around 6 to 7 p.m. But then we finally are going to get some relief during the overnight hours. I should say that the heat index values could actually be pretty bad beyond 6 to 7 p.m., maybe even as late as midnight. But it is going to be better by tomorrow morning. And tomorrow will be a little warm, especially to the west of Madison. But then Saturday, it's going to be a lot better. Now, looking at the actual temperatures, tonight won't be as mild as last night, where we saw low temperatures in the upper 70s. Tonight, they'll be in the upper 60s and lower 70s with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Now, looking at tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of cloud cover, but we're going to see those temperatures a lot cooler. Again, it still might be a little bit warm with highs in the mid-80s, but it's going to feel a lot better. And then take a look at the 10-day temperature trend. We're going to see high temperatures in the 70s as early as Saturday, and it looks like the 70s will continue through the middle of next week, and even towards the end of next week, those temperatures have been trending downward just a bit, so we may even see 70s by then, but right now we have the forecast having them in the 80s. Now looking at the current radar, the green you see is not actually precipitation. Any of that's not reaching the ground, and looking at future track, we're not going to see a ton of rainfall for the foreseeable future. We do have a chance of some showers and storms late tomorrow, but they're likely not going to amount to much, and then as we get to Saturday, we are going to remain dry. So when the temperatures fall, we also are going to continue to see the nice weather. So again, we are still going to be dry. So unfortunately, we aren't going to see many improvements to the drought monitor. There's not an alert day tomorrow that was supposed to be for today. No alert day for tomorrow. It's going to be a calm day, maybe some storms later in the day. But for the most part, we are going to see temperatures near or possibly even below average as we head into the beginning and middle of next week. So much nicer weather is in the forecast. And as I mentioned, even towards the end of next week, where we might get back into the 80s, some of those temperatures have been trending downward a little bit. So they're likely not going to be too bad, not anywhere close to what we saw yesterday or today.
Yeah, it's bad, that's for sure.
But it's the last day. So.
All right, so that's good.
Absolutely.
Right, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard has a riddle for us in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Here's a little bit of veggie humor. What did one beet say to the other after running the marathon?
You're going to have to stick around to find out.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Buddies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips, and thighs. back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
The 2023 Iowa County Fair is just around the corner. You won't want to miss a minute of the fun. From August 31st to September 4th, the Mineral Point Fairgrounds will be buzzing with excitement. Grandstand is included with gate admission. Enjoy the carnival rides, fair food, and plenty of entertainment, including a special concert featuring national artists Chad Brock, Ashley Barron, and Jared Turner. Whether you're local or just passing through, make sure to mark your calendar for the 2023 Iowa County Fair. Visit iowacountyfair.com.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Here's one for you. What did one beat say to the other after running the marathon?
I have no idea.
I'm beat.
Jeez, so Howard.
All right, bad joke, but at least I've got a great recipe today. All kidding aside, I remember my grandmother loved beets. While fresh beets are available year-long, right now they're at their peak, so we're finding lots of them in our market. The most popular way to cook these is to pickle them. All you do is cut off the leafy part, keeping about 2 inches of the stem on. That helps them retain their color while they cook. Once they're tender like these, we drain them. And you can save the liquid to make borscht like my grandmother did. Now, this is the part where you'll want to put on some plastic gloves or you'll end up with purple fingers. We trim the ends, and with our fingers, we sort of slip the skins off. Then we slice them, and back into the pot they go, along with some water, sugar, apple cider vinegar, and a bit of salt. We'll let them boil for a couple more minutes. And even with your gloves on, if you get any beet juice on your hands, like I always seem to, scrub them with a mixture of salt and warm water, and you're good to go. You can add these to your salad, serve them next to a sandwich, or eat them as is. To get the recipe for our Amish pickled beets, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found
unbeatable way
for you to say, "Oh, it's so good."
Mm-hmm.
Tasty, huh?
Very good.
Are they done? It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. 11-year-old Ellen enjoys napping, getting head scratches, and playing with wand toys. She's also a little shy at first, so she'll need lots of love and patience from her new owner. Ellen would do best in a home where she can be the only cat. If you'd like to meet her, ask for her at the Adoption Center. Stop by the Dane County Humane Society this weekend for the Clear the Shelters adoption event. The shelter will have extended hours and adoption specials. So if you're interested in meeting a specific animal, try to stop in before the event. For more information, visit giveshelter.org/events. Last week's pet, Blue the dog, is still available for adoption. Look at that smile on Blue. If you're interested in adopting Ellen or Blue or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Here's Jacob now with one last look at the weather.
Yeah, the good thing is that as we've been talking about, today really will be the last day of the very hot temperatures. Now, tomorrow will still be a little uncomfortable at times, mid-80s, and it will be humid, but compared to today, it will be a lot better. And then by the weekend, it's going to be gorgeous. Partly sunny skies, highs in the mid-70s. We do have a chance of rain both late Friday and Monday, but the temperatures aren't really going to be impacted after Friday, with 70s consistently through the middle of next week. And even though we have 80s in the forecast towards the end of next week, those temperatures have been trending a little bit downward. So if that continues, we may continue to see the highs drop, and we may see more highs in the 70s. So it's going to be a lot nicer after today.
Yeah,
sure.
Great relief. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.